1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so Tism Talk. We're going to talk Tism. We're going to be Tism and talk. We're going to talk with Tisms, and we're going to talk about our Tisms, and we're going to be Tisic while we talk about shit. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Massive one, yes.
Massive one yesterday. What did you do yesterday?
You said we were going to talk about shit.
So, yeah, that's what Tism Talk's going to be. We're going to be autistic and talk about things. I got autism, he's got autism. I'm pretty sure he has the same flavor I do. I got Asperger's, he's got Asperger's, but they stopped...
I'm pretty sure I have the same flavor.
It's flavors of autism.
I want a good strawberry autism.
I think that's Fragile X syndrome.
I love blue moon autism.
I don't. Maybe that's Asperger's. Is blue moon. Just uncomfortable. No one really likes it. No one really talks about it. It doesn't taste much of anything. It's kind of like, I want a fruity ice cream, but I don't want it to really taste like fruit.
It's like
I want it to be cold milk. That's blue.
It's like everything flavored grape. It doesn't taste like it. But
nothing that's flavored like grape tastes like grape.
That's why I love it. I love their attempt.
I hate grape flavored things.
I love it because it's so
terrible.
I do like grape juice though. Grape juice is like one of my
that's
favorite
not
beverages.
Flavored with grape. That's made of grape.
Yeah, it's wine without the fun. Hi, I'm 4 years old. Leap year baby. Immortality partially.
You are a baby. You look of baby. You sometimes smell of baby.
I'm a British baby because I got my mutton chop. I'm growing my mutton chops. I got my luxurious sideburns.
You're luxurious side. Anyway, yeah, Tism Talk. This is the pilot, as the title will say, and probably the title card and the thumbnail thing. And I decided that the best thing to be a pilot for Tism Talk would be to autistically talk about what we're going to do in Tism Talk. So, Connor, some things we're going to be doing for Tism Talk.
We are going to play every single Legend of Zelda game that from dates of coming out.
Yes, we're going to play them in the order they came out, in partial preparation for the eventual release of Breath of the Wild 2.
Yes, which we have had lots of Tism talks about what is going to be in it.
Yes, we have a few disagreements about plot points that they're trying to bring up.
Surprisingly, it's just about always Ganondorf. It always comes back to Ganondorf.
I think that it's Twilight Princess Ganondorf.
I think
He's
it's
got
new
the ornament
I think
on
it's
his
new
head.
Ganondorf.
I feel like I've seen in some of those trailers that they're trying to cover up where that scar should be. Connor thinks that the scar should be glowing, even though I showed him in the cutscene of Twilight Princess that it stops glowing when he dies.
Was alive, yeah, exactly. When he was alive,
and he's a corpse. He's like a weird possessed corpse
thing. He's a lich. Actually.
Maybe he might be a lich. Unconfirmed, might be lich. Looks kind of like lich, sounds like lich. Description kind of meets lich.
I don't remember Ganondorf talking. And if he did, I'd imagine he'd have a very raspy and like old voice, like.
Well, if you ask Twilight Princess, he sounds like. Because he makes just like noises during his texting.
That's his voice.
No, when he's talking to this.
I will take the Triforce.
That's kind of what he's like. He's just kind of mad. He's mad that he can't have the Triforce because he came from the pissy, sad demon land, maybe. They don't really explain
the
where...
awesome Twilights?
But no, the Twilight...
Isn't Midna your favorite character?
I do like Midna.
I prefer the Fierce Deity Majora's Mask.
She's got a shape that I enjoy.
I myself like the Fierce Deity. Super cool. Supreme God Deity, man. Kicks Majora's ass in like 5 minutes.
What kind of playthrough you doing? If you got
I
enough,
never said I played.
If you got enough magic power, you can just keep spamming. If you save yourself up some of that moo moo milk, it's totally not alcohol milk, and drink that. You can just spam the blade beam and then just annihilate the thing before it has a chance to do anything.
Yeah,
that's what I did. Because I was like, listen, I did all this bullshit.
I didn't get past the first boss because I decided, you know what? My controllers are broken. And I stopped. I have new controllers. I haven't played more of it yet.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, we will play all of the Zelda games in the order they came out so that we can experience The Legend of Zelda as it's evolved over the years, and then really be able to appreciate how far it's come for Breath of the Wild 2, whenever it comes out. It was supposed to come out this year. They said next year, maybe in the spring, but that might not also be true either.
I swear to God, if they do the same thing they did with Breath of the Wild...
So my theory on why it's delayed, I don't think it's the game. One of the Italian voice actors accidentally got tricked into saying that he was already done working, so that implies that all the voice lines have already been recorded. That's usually what you do at the end of a game. You want to get the gameplay, all that stuff down. You even make the cutscenes before you do a lot of the dialogue too, because you can go back and sync up the lips afterwards for the various dialects and whatever. I think that the reason that it's delayed is because they're making a new Switch. They are making like a Switch
Super
Plus or
Switch.
Super Nintendo Switch or something.
You're going to have MK12 on it. That's how I found out about it.
Well, that's something they've already announced. I'm talking about a new Switch console, not like this is a Switch console, but we've put more like RAM in it. I'm talking about they'll come out with a new one and they will release it around the same time they release Breath of the Wild.
I mean, I don't know. I really liked the current Switch.
What it is, though, is that some of the things they've showed off with the Switch, and I assume a new Switch would also, I think that they're going to be moving kind of just forward with it. Like, look, the new Pokemon games have all come out on the Switch. They haven't done a handheld Pokemon game in a long while. To be honest,
I don't really like the Pokemon games that much.
Listen, I love the Pokemon games, and that's something we can be autistic about at some point. Yeah. I love Pokemon. Just in general. I like the cards. I like the figurines.
I like some of the shows. Some of the shows are good. I really like Mew and Mewtwo. Those two are really cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
a few times I beat you in that one Pokemon fighting game as Shadow Mewtwo because I'm so good at it, and not because he's overpowered.
Yeah, totally not because he's overpowered.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. Anyway, so I think they're coming out with a new Switch console because some of the things they've shown off in the trailers, not just like graphics-wise, but gameplay-wise, I don't think would be handled well on the Switch. So I think they're going to do a similar thing that they did with the Breath of the Wild, where they had a Wii U version. I know, it's horrible.
I hope no.
A Wii U version.
I don't care about that. I hope that thing kind of looks like Smithers, or not Burns from The Simpsons.
Don't make fun of my wall art.
But real quickly, I hope they don't try to bring back move your sword and move your thing.
No. I don't think they're going to do that. I think that
was awful.
That they made Skyward Sword.
It was traumatizing.
And they said, "Oh no, everyone
what have we done?
No, everyone disliked that. So they're not going to do that again."
Story was good. Everything else was bad.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Girahim, also one of my favorite villains. I really liked Girahim.
Yeah, it's a shame that he just turned into a sword.
It's a shame that
he's dead.
Yeah, shame that he turned into a sword, then his master died. There's a theory that he is the being in the Majora's Mask, though.
I don't know about that. Anyway, so, just like they did with the original Breath of the Wild, they're going to have a normal Switch release, which will be a little scaled back, maybe probably not the best frame rate. Graphics will be toned down so that it can be handled on that. And then they'll have the new Switch version, and the new Switch, which will be the full version of the game. Everything will run smooth.
Sounds like a Super Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah, you did bring up a question. This is probably going to definitely happen, maybe on our second year of doing this. But you'll see why.
Okay, why second year?
Mortal Kombat is a game series that changed video games permanently. They're the reason video games have ratings.
Yes.
There were also
Though you could also say that Weird Puritans is also why games have ratings.
But there were...
Because they're like, oh no, this is bad, I don't like...
But there were also, they were also the first video game series to have a secret character in them. Reptile was the first ever secret character in Mortal Kombat 1.
I mean, I guess, but could you even unlock him in that? I thought you could only fight him.
You can only fight him, but he was still the first character that was a secret.
But what about in The Legend of Zelda? It's a secret to everybody. I'm pretty sure there's one of the old men you can fight if you're a dick.
Oh, yeah.
He's not technically... You can't win, but the fires will start attacking you.
Okay, so and then we could also we also might play the Assassin's Creed games, and by we I mean I will play them while Khayman talks about how he doesn't understand them.
I don't not understand them, I just don't think they're particularly good.
I really like them.
That's okay.
Skim never come up with two things or you also came up with this man right here. This man right here.
Me.
This person.
Don't touch my face.
That person right there.
Don't. Stop.
Okay.
No.
He is going, at some point, maybe the 4th episode, teach me.
Man, you don't have to
ride
talk
a
about
bike.
an episode. Yes, I'm going to be teaching this child how to ride a bike because he has gotten to the ripe age of 14 years old without learning how to ride a bike at all. And it makes me feel like a failure of an older brother.
Also never needed it. I've also never watched an Indiana Jones movie.
That's more just a sad on you thing, but maybe we'll do that too. Maybe we'll watch movies. Maybe we'll watch good movies. Maybe we'll watch bad movies. We're talking about the good movies we like, bad movies we hate. Good shows we like, bad shows we hate. One thing I definitely want to talk about, My Hero Academia. I love the shit out of that.
Oh yeah,
I love the shit out of that manga. I love the shit out of that anime, and what I think we'll do for that is we will...
I really like shows and things that show something that would logically happen if superpowers began to exist, like X-Men and this. I really like.
Well, X-Men was more a commentary on its time, but yeah, it did.
X-Men shows that there would definitely be a time where it'd be like a race thing, like people would start to fear them and treat people with powers differently, and then eventually it'd be like what we see in My Hero Academia.
See, I don't quite agree. I think that I think My Hero Academia has done a much better job of it, where the people who just have powers are not viewed like they're feared, but just like you'd fear someone who goes to the gym every day, who comes up to you and looms over you like, hey, what are you doing?
Just like how, it's like the natural reflex we have with Uncle Josh. He's big and intimidating.
Yes, we have a 7-foot tall uncle.
Yeah,
he is a monster to behold. He also used to play football. Anyway,
he is not he is incredibly nice. He is a sweetheart, though.
Yes. Just a very, very big, scary sweetheart. Anyway.
He's like a...
But in My Hero Academia, people with, the normal powers, they aren't, feared other than just, just scary dude. Mm-hmm. You might be feared. It's the people with the heteromorphic ones.
We should do an episode like this that's live action. That'd be cool. Or not live action. Wait.
This is live action.
We should do one of these live.
Fun fact: we're animated characters.
It turns out we don't exist. This is actually an ARG. Try to find us.
No, it's an AI generated content. We're deep fakes.
An AIRG.
AIRG. No, it's the ones with heteromorphic ones. The ones where they look weird.
Yeah.
I think heteromorphic is what they're called. I hate
the one with the tail. I don't hate that he has a tail. I hate that that's so accurate of what a human would look like if they had a tail.
Oh yeah, I can never remember his name. It's like Ojiro or something. Yeah, Ojiro. He has this. I'll put a thing on screen for people who don't know, but I'd expect you'd know if you're an autistic person who's also on here or whatever. He has this tail, but the thing about it is it's just kind of fleshy, except for a little tuft at the end, and it is a little bothersome to look at. When I look at it, I like to just pretend that it's covered in a fine layer of peach-covered fur.
No, real quickly, here's the funny thing. While I was watching some of the anime, there are random scenes where specifically I almost said calamari. Whoever the
Kaminari.
Millennial man is.
I don't know what that means.
Electricity man is basically just like
Kaminari, I think.
Basically like holding the fluff of the tail, like he's like petting a dog. Like he just holds it like
Yeah.
Oh no! I hate that. I just thought of that. Would that?
No.
That feels.
Stop. Stop yourself. Cease. Fired. Promoted to customer.
Wait, what? Promoted to viewer.
Yes, promoted to viewer. No, so what I think we should do.
I've been demoted to co-host. No.
Anyway, so what I think we'd do for it is we would read through and do a review of one of the books, and then like for that episode, and then the second half of that episode would be talking about the episodes of the anime that are made from that chapter, and just a compare and contrast thing.
Yeah,
like in this is how they interpreted
Khayman,
this is how they did this.
likes the manga confused. I don't like how it's basically backwards.
Listen,
I've tried to read mangas before, but I naturally just go backwards. And
after a bit, I kind of got used to it because, like, we are right arm. Like, the vast majority of the populace are right arm dominant.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you read like from your dominant side to your least dominant side?
Because you're using your dominant hand to flip the pages this way. You
flipped it like you.
Anyway, so.
So that's another thing we do.
But yeah, he prefers the manga, I prefer the anime.
It's not that I prefer the manga, it's just that I like that it exists. I like to know what's happening ahead of time. I like to know certain details and get to think about what's gonna happen. I like to think with the most new information. So I follow the chapters as they come out. As soon as there's a new English scan, I'm looking at it and being like, oh, what's going to happen? And I don't know, maybe I'll talk about some of that. Probably not. I just want to do it as the books come out.
Yeah.
No spoilers. But yeah,
I'm sure you were thinking, man, that guy is so thin. How does he do it? I don't know.
No, I'll tell you how he does it. He eats his body weight in popcorn and chocolate milk and hot chocolate every day.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't drink chocolate. If Mom gets hot chocolate milk, I'll drink it. But yeah,
I don't drink chocolate milk except when Mom brings home chocolate milk. Don't find any chocolate milk in my household. Yeah, whole milk. Delicious.
You'll just have
thick.
Weird milk that's colored brown, so they think it's chocolate milk.
No, gross. That's horrifying. No, whole milk, nice, tasty, delicious, thick, rich. But I get the lactate.
I don't like to think of milk as thick. That makes me think it's like
sexy
spoiled.
Milk. No, that's chunky milk.
Yeah, no.
Chunky
you're pouring it like chunks of milk.
No. Chunky is like where I draw the line. I like to keep it at thick, thick, with a K. With a K. What? I'm sorry your drink has gotten cold. You should have drank it faster.
Well, there's only a little left, but it's so cold.
Well,
and my favorite part of it's the velvet part. I love that, but it's cold. It's fine. Yeah, so
I know it's fine. You little fucking drinkaholic.
Language.
It's not the first 2 minutes.
Just because you're all lightweight in drinking and eating.
No.
You play dirty pool, old man.
I'm gonna put that back in my weird little liquor collection.
I never understood collecting alcohol.
Well, it's not, okay, so it's not so much that I collect it, it's just that everyone knows that I like it, And so, because I don't want things for birthdays and Christmas and shit, they just get me liquor instead.
Don't worry, Khayman.
They're like, here's some alcohol.
Khayman, don't worry.
Drink it to make you forget how no one got you a gift.
Khayman, don't worry. I'll get you a gift for your birthday that you're not gonna forget.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'll get you something that will be very painful and very spicy.
Oh, so yeah, good things.
Yeah, I'll get you.
I like spicy.
I'll get you one of those one chips, but I'm gonna drench it in hot sauce.
Don't do that, you'll ruin it, because you'll put not good hot sauce on it. I have a great desire to have one of those one chip things, but I never get one. I always forget.
Yeah, and I've been getting you lots of Legend of Zelda and
yes, you
and
got
My
me that
Hero
mask
Academia.
that might be on camera or might not. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a Majora's Mask. It was originally like a lamp, so the eyes would have glowed.
Well, it can still work like that. I just need to get a battery for it.
And
it takes
there's
weird
also
watch batteries.
That statue of All Might over there.
All Might. I'll put a picture of All Might up right here.
And
if that's not up, if that's not in camera, just here. Yeah, this is look thing editing. Into the table.
We just. Bam! Here it is.
No, I took it and I smashed it and I just into the table.
Just throw it up. Just throw it away then. Why are you just slamming it on the table? Why are you being so aggressive with it?
No, it's gone.
So I like to consider myself a very old man.
No, you don't.
Because I don't understand lots of things in modern culture. I don't understand lots of shit.
Man,
lots of slang.
I also I just say that it's just because I'm old. It's because we're autistic, man. We just don't get it. People are coming at us with their big chunguses, and I'm like, the whatness.
I mean, I'll also I'll drop outdated memes. Yeah, that's swag, dog. And oh, dude,
I have never heard you say the word swag.
I mostly do. Whenever I'm on the phone with Brock, I'll go "You're gonna do this. It's gonna be very swag." I just remembered just all the times me and Brock played the forest and got nothing done. And all we did was talk. Basically just talk, catch up, kill, talk some more, and make some bone furniture. Anyway.
Bone furniture.
We're talking about game. Let me just
I'm
be
pretty
clear.
sure people know what the forest is. The Forest 2 is going to be interesting.
I didn't know they were making a second one.
You didn't?
I didn't.
It's been announced for 2 years now. Maybe longer.
I didn't care.
Correction on screen. Anyway, no, I think it might be good. I'm not sure though.
You came and when you're editing this, because I know I'm not, just edit just the actual time just on my forehead.
The time that it was?
Yeah.
On the forehead. And zip away. Stupid radial slide. Woof. Not going to add a radial slide.
For a second, I thought
I'm
you were
not
just
making
gonna,
a PowerPoint
for a second,
presentation.
I thought you were going to slap me. Just, it's gone. It's alright. It's too late.
You could put it back.
We're just gonna have to.
You could have been here this whole time. You could have been here this whole time. I was not getting rid of it. I could put it there for the whole pilot, just on, and no one will understand till we get to that point.
Man, Khayman, I feel like the best Tism things I have are Tism inside jokes I have with my friends. Oh, I just remember. I do have one friend that also has autism.
You are Tism inside.
He was the person who told me who the traitor was for My Hero.
the one who spoiled you.
No, I asked him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of obvious. He says a lot of stuff fairly early on, and there's just hints throughout that he's a little off.
I mean, I'll have suspected the Sir Douchington, the guy with copy.
I wouldn't though, because he does.
His powers too similar to the Big Bad. We're spoiling this show. We should stop.
I mean, people have watched it already. Whatever.
If you haven't or don't want to hear, like, I don't know, skip ahead.
Go away.
Skip to where we're not talking. We just start talking about the rest of the video.
No. So yeah, talk about the manga stuff. Maybe we'll talk about playing cards. I really like trading cards and such.
Funny thing is, looking back on it, our tismness only really comes out when we're like angry.
No, yeah, that definitely brings it out. That's kind of autism in general, man.
One of the biggest inside jokes I have with my friends was because I was angry at him and called him by the different name, and that's been his name for the rest of the school year.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That reminds me recently.
His name was Peyton, but I got real mad at him, and for some reason we were working, like, me and another guy were working on I'm not gonna say his name because it's not really too important to the story.
Okay, just you go.
But so we were working on a project. He's just like walking around. I don't remember exactly what he was doing, but he wasn't helping. Mm-hmm. And I say, "Hey, Jason, do something." And for the rest of the school year, anytime I saw him, I'd just yell, "Jason!" Be like Endeavor just yelling Shoto. Jason.
Anyway, no,
that's actually funny.
That reminds me, I have
he's my son.
Oh, that's weird. Anyway, I have an employee, and she told me that her boyfriend has a nickname that stuck forever because when he was a kid and he was making some profile.
I thought you were gonna say his nickname was Jason. You know him?
No. He was making a name in some kind of video game or something. I think she said like Clash of Clans or something, and he didn't know how to spell chief, so he spelled it Chife. Chife. Yes, Master Chife. And so because of that, all of his friends call him Chife. And they've done it forever, and so he is Chife.
He will.
That sounds like that's some horrifying slur. It doesn't sound good. Anyway, another thing we can talk about is like old toys that you get hand over autism toy.
It's stuck.
Why did you do that to my toy?
Stuck.
Oh god.
Actually, you are technically my stepbrother.
What? No, I'm not your stepbrother. I'm your half brother.
Oh yeah, half brother.
Anyway,
you know what?
Yes.
I may be your half brother, but you're my full brother.
Aw. You're my half brother. No, oh, that's nice.
Like, you're my half brother. Favorite sibling. Like, you're still half.
You're still half. No, this thing.
Grow some muscles and you'll be a full brother.
Yes, we've got to get you worked out. Anyway, this is one of my favorite autism toys.
My traumatizing experience with the bigger one.
Trying to put you inside of it.
Yeah, he once was like, "Hey man,
you say it's a bigger one. It was this one. I've only owned the one.
Get in this."
You just used to be tiny.
I used to be a small little lad. Now I'm not. I'm taller than this fool. Yeah. When we did the bike episode, they would realize.
I would just
slowly. So I'm little kid me. I think I was like 5. I'm inside this, and he's just
I'd
going,
be like, it's closing. It's closing.
And I like jumped out through
you
one of the.
You didn't jump out because your head was through the top bit, and you were just going, oh, and I was like, but no, I've loved these things since I was a child too many years ago, because this one place my mom worked called Dar Salaam. It was this Indian restaurant. They had one of these. It was a
did
little
you get cheesecake there?
What?
Did you get cheesecake?
No, that was the Mexican bakery you're thinking of for that story.
I know. I was referencing it.
That's not a good reference. This is a completely different culture.
I was setting it up
for a future time. Anyway, no. So
the future.
But yeah, so this, they had one that was a little bigger than this. It was rainbow colored, and it was big enough that I could...
that was the one you did in...
No, because I never owned that one, and you didn't exist when this one existed. Anyway, one thing that I like to do is I like to wear it like a hat. I did this all
we all
the time
have
when I
that
was
one.
literal.
We all have that one childhood toy that we remember. For most childhood toys, you don't remember buying them. You remember fun times you had playing with them. Everyone has the one childhood toy where you remember buying it.
I didn't buy this. This was given to me as a Christmas gift.
You remember it was given to you, that. For me, it was I think I was like 3.
Put it
and
back.
It was a little...
Back on the shelf.
It was a little wood... We don't have it here, but it was a little wooden airplane, like with a propeller.
I remember that airplane.
Yeah, and I think it used to have a little guy. I'm pretty sure
you smacked Aiden with it.
It sounds like something I'd do.
And yes, it did have a little guy who sat in it.
Yeah, he's long gone now.
Yes, I think a dog ate him.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of hitting Aiden with things, that's the in-between brother.
A secret guest we'll have on later.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. I used to, whenever he'd anger me, the longest toy or stuffed animal I've had, I'm a bit of a collector with that stuff. I have souvenirs, and it's almost always a stuffed animal. Mm-hmm. You'll see on our page, we'll have both our walls of madness. You'll see mine.
They'll see it.
And so I remember this little moose. I used to hold him by the antlers and just smack Aiden with it.
You
like
say
it was
that.
like a sock filled with coins.
He would occasionally use it as a weapon, but this moose he called Noosh.
Because I couldn't say moose.
Yes, you also used to call me Payman. Or not even Payman, it was just Pain.
Yeah, you're Payman, and then Roger, and then Khayman.
No, you did. You refused to say my name as soon as the camera came on. Yeah. You just kept calling me Payne, and then eventually Roger out of nowhere. You had never met anyone named Roger. There wasn't a character named Roger. You just had heard it somewhere, and you're like, Roger. And I was like, no, that's not my name. You could say K, Men, Pame. Oh. There's so many of you wee little rascals that I've had to deal with.
It came in having basically having 4 sides of the family.
Two.
I was considering
my mom's
like
side, my dad's side.
Yeah.
Those are just the same difference.
He has all of the younger
I'm the
siblings.
firstborn of my generation within the family. All others are younger than me.
And all others are taller than... I'm kidding.
It's
just me and
No, it's mostly true. Except the ones that are still significantly young. I think they're all going to be taller than me.
Penelope will probably be around your...
I had a terrible diet when I was little, and so my growth is stunted. I only grew wide.
That reminds me, Penelope was actually wondering if she could eventually come on the show.
Yeah, probably at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not for a while. She's like a baby.
She's 8.
That's a baby.
I think she's 9, actually.
She's 9.
How old is Penelope?
9 years old. I know this because we had a fight about it.
26.
Yes.
Aiden's 18. Yeah.
And I was 17.
I'm horrible at birthdays.
I was 17
I'm just gonna say it.
when she was born.
I know his birthday because it's it's like 9 days before mine.
I know most of your guys' birthdays. I just don't remember the birth year because I wasn't the one who gave birth to you, so it's not very memorable to me. It was memorable when, like, the first few siblings happened, but now I'm the oldest of 9 siblings, and that's too many for me to care about exactly when all of you were born.
That's too many for me to care about.
No, I care about all of you, but I don't care about exactly when you were born. And you're lucky if I remember the day you were born on. Someone usually tells me when it's coming up.
It's understandable for me since we're literally 9 days apart.
Oh, that is just one of my tisms. I don't remember dates very well.
And then Penelope's like a month before, I think. Yeah, a month before.
Yeah, she's January.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, so this has been the confusing and...
We didn't even talk about the logo.
Oh, yeah. We don't know what we're going to do for a logo. We'll do that in some in-between time, I guess.
We're going to have to cut it. It's 3. Wait.
I could have told you that.
Netflix, wait.
What about...
I got a notification, wait.
Why?
Wait.
Get off your phone.
1 second.
No. I don't have anything that's not my valuables that I can throw at you.
Alright, it's... I saw Uncharted is now on Netflix, and Uncharted, we could also play that. There are like 4 games that I like.
I have no opinion on them, so that's fine.
Yeah, I really like the Uncharted games.
You like every game.
No, they're games I hate with every fiber of my being.
We'll have to make sure to play some of those then.
Please.
Anyway,
We will. One of them Skyward Sword. And I haven't even finished the tutorial.
I played that whole game. It doesn't get much different.
It doesn't get better.
You go in the quiet levels and you're quiet. You go in the loud levels and you're loud. And you go and you...
He's always talking every 2 steps you take.
See, I'm not super bothered by that, except that she needs to make sure that I know my energy is low. I could do without that.
She needs to make sure I know. Every time I'm 2 meters away from the objective, basically. Like, I started, like, walking. Like, I got a few notifications. Like, alright, that. Took 2 steps, another notification. Like, okay. I know. Shut up. I'm done. And then I haven't played since.
Listen. All I'm saying is, it's good that she got sealed in the sword forever. Best thing that happened in that game.
The person who talked to Zelda in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but we only hear a little chirp. We don't have to actually talk to her.
Actually, we don't hear him.
Yeah, because she's like, oh shit, my master's dying. Hey, bitch, put me in the stone. Put me in the rock.
Put me in the rock.
And she does. She talks like...
And she stabs
She
Dwayne
says
Johnson
vaguely
with the sword.
one thing once you complete all the trials of the sword.
Oh. Well, I haven't.
Yeah, I know you haven't, because you're a lame. And I'm a cool. Well, anyway, this has been
I've been more Assassin's Creed games than you have.
That's because I've never bothered to play any of them.
Why do you have one of them?
Because it was given to me.
I mean, I'll take it if you don't want it.
No. Because then we can play it here. Also, because I don't know where I put
the other one. I can just bring the PlayStation here.
Well, yeah, that's probably
what we're playing on PlayStation because I prefer that console more than Xbox. I've played both of them. I will play it. Shut up. Not getting into that.
What? No, I said that it's better than Xbox. I agreed with you.
I don't think it's better than Xbox.
Well,
I like the controller more.
So it's better. You've got one better right now.
All right, that's the
controllers are better.
That's the only thing I like more. I'll play on Xbox if there's a game on. If I already have a game on Xbox, and it's a game I'm wanting to play, I'll just play it on Xbox.
But why?
Because I don't care. It's my Tism thing. I don't care.
I do care. That's why
it's my apathy powers.
That's why I don't own anything that is not Nintendo, because I don't care for the console war. I play my Nintendo things, I like my Nintendo things, and I wait for the PlayStation things to come onto the computer.
I feel like it'd be real funny if Sega starts making consoles again.
That's never going to happen. Nintendo essentially owns Sega at this point.
Yeah, the console revolution.
Nah. Nintendo absorbed Sega some amount of time
this
ago.
was empty.
Yeah, it's sad when it's empty. Anyway, this has been the long and confusing mess of a pilot, but that's exactly how this show is going to be. Messy, confusing, and full of a lot of rambling.
Full of lots of tismness. And
yes, full of tism.
Slight
and
bit
that's
of
why
anger.
It's a Tism Talk.
We're here at the Tism table.
Tism Talk at the Tism table, and our Tism chairs, and being our Tism selves. And goodbye.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.